A cross between an RPG, a platformer, and an action game, UnEpic is the tale of either food poisoning, a delusional mind, or a mixture of both. Or neither. Whatever the case may be, UnEpic is a surprisingly fun adventure that combines parts of Metroid and Castlevania with a moderately deep RPG system to provide a unique gameplay experience. Starting off at a D&D session that goes terribly wrong, UnEpic plunges you into a dark and mysterious castle filled with both evil and benign creatures. Controlling your character is a bit odd at first, since the standard ASWD control scheme is thrown out in favor of moving with the arrow keys. This might be fine, except your left hand is needed on the number and letter keys to select weapons, dish out spells, and access your inventory, which you then have to use your mouse for. More than one tense situation led me to wish that I had a third hand available, since that's what it feels like the controls are designed for. Once you've chosen a weapon, combat is straightforward and consists of hitting the enemy until it dies, while hoping that you don't die in the process. There's no turn-based combat to be found here, and with a bit of practice, you can learn to take out most low-level enemies in a few hits without even letting them touch you. Most combat sessions don't last for too long, except for boss battles of course, and even those don't take too long to finish, so you have plenty of downtime to organize what will quickly become an extensive inventory. About half the enemies you kill will drop ingredients, weapons, gold, or other goodies that you can either sell, use, or combine into fabulous potions. Exploration is a mix between interesting and frustrating, depending on how quickly you can figure out where to go. If you're like me, you might spend 15 or 20 minutes wandering between rooms in the castle, trying to figure out what to do next or even where to go, before stumbling across a random enemy with a key or a doorway that you could have sworn wasn't there a few minutes ago. If there was one thing I could choose to improve with UnEpic, it would be the exploration system, which could either use some direction, or, if you want to keep it open world-ish, like it is now, a clearer room/map system. Though I like the game, I've Alt F4'd more than once after wandering around the same 3 rooms for ages, only to realize that an enemy from hours previously gave me a key that I needed to progress. Part of that's my fault, of course, but when it happens repeatedly, that's a sign that something could use a bit of a tweak. Beyond the opening sequence, there's not much mind paid to an overall story, but that's fine, there really doesn't need to be. Plenty of old and new school references are at work in the game, though sometimes they get a little bit thick for my taste, and the level design is well done, if not a bit repetitive. The sound effects were well done, but the music took the cake, switching between tense fight scene music and epic riding into battle orchestral pieces. The mix of hack and slash, RPG, and platformer elements all work well together in UnEpic, and are aided by a very respectable $8 price point. Available now in Steam's Early Access section, UnEpic is well worth a try, and I wholeheartedly recommend it. I'm Mike, this is Game Night with Mike, thanks for watching, and I'll be back again soon.